So let me explain the drama and shit to you tonight. Give me just a second, I gotta light my cigarette. So, what I'm dealing with tonight is that my aunt, the trip to Panama City was fucking successful. I got paid $1,000. I just found my wallet too, because that shit has been missing for the past few hours. But the trip to Panama City was pretty awesome. I got a bunch of work and shit done. I got paid very good. For a full week. I was kind of mad because I didn't get paid for the drive down to Melbourne. For those of you peoples that are down in Orlando or close to Orlando or Palm Bay or Melbourne, wherever down there. So what happened is that we had to deliver the bucket truck and the RV down to Orlando or Melbourne. And we made a 6-hour and fucking 45-minute trip down there, and then had to turn around and make an 8-hour trip back, or a 7-hour trip back, however fucking long it takes, in Mercedes. Well, what I was told is, you know, and it's my fault. I should have called my parents, and I didn't. I thought I could make the fucking drive, but anyway, we got into a wreck. On the way up, and we were right by Jacksonville, and we were close by, or off of I-10, close by Lake City. Or actually almost at Lake City, to tell you the truth. But anyway, so we kind of fucking had a little bit of a difficulty, and now there's a bunch of drama and shit started in my family with everything that's going on right now. And I got robbed of $250 fucking dollars. That went to my uncle, and my uncle is now lying to my father, along with his sister lying. They're both lying to my father, saying that they didn't ask me for $250, which is bullshit, because I'm a fucking Jew, and I love my fucking money, and I wouldn't give my fucking money away to some fucking prick that didn't ask for it. Well, come to find out that Helsel's Automotive is not a insured company, from what I've heard. Don't know if it's the truth or not, but I don't know that if Helsel's Automotive is a insurance, and if it's that is an insured company. So, meaning all their bullshit about their ASC certified mechanics and all the other shit. Yeah, that may be true, because I know my uncle's ASC certified. I do know that. But they don't have any insurance on any of their fucking vehicles, supposedly, or whatever the fuck the situation is with that, or on their company. So basically, it's an under-the-table kind of company. Which I have no problem with, because I'm not fucking working for them, so fuck them. But the drama is now, is that I'm worried that my truck's going to get taken away because of the fact of that this shit happened. I've gotten cussed out by my aunt for at least a good 4 or 5 days now. I've been in the fucking town. And I've had to deal with bullshit and drama and fucking police and all that other shit. Now, having that being said, I do love my aunt very much, and I don't, wish anything upon her. I don't wish death or anything like that. I just get very aggravated because she said that it was my fault. Even though I was not driving, I was asleep in the passenger side seat. However, I had to pay $250, which is why I got robbed, because I shouldn't have had to pay $250 because I wasn't driving. I was asleep because it's an 8-hour trip from where I live to down there. Or from down there to up here. And for those of y'all that live somewhere close to Pensacola, or if you live in Milton or Cantonment, and you have to make that fucking drive, or if you've ever had to make that drive, you'll understand what I'm saying, and it's a very long fucking drive. It's about 500 and something fucking miles. Maybe 600. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, all I'm saying, guys, is that when you go and do a job for somebody, whether it's a family member or whether it's, a very close friend of yours, and they bring you along, blah, 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 be sure that they have the right PPE, which we did not. I did not wear fucking chaps the entire time I was down there running a chainsaw on a slick fucking roof. Now, this job opportunity was very good fucking experience for me, but I do not think that my uncle is going to vouch for me, saying that I did very good work. However, I do have another person that will vouch for me and say that I did very good work. or that I do very good work. But needless to say, that's what's going on right now. Excuse me. In my life, I'm dealing with drama in the fucking family. I don't know if I'm going to get my truck back or when I'm going to get my truck back. I know the transmission's being rebuilt. I seen the truck when I went down there and picked up the fucking Mercedes. It was a diesel Mercedes. That bitch was fun to drive. The stereo system in it, I've got a new IDF-4A stereo system for my truck. I don't know how this stereo was hooked up. I'm not sure who did it. I'm pretty sure it was professionally installed, or if it maybe it just came with the car. I'm not sure. This was a Kenworth stereo setup. I mean, the nicest fucking stereo I've ever fucking seen. I mean, if the stereo was not on and you were to look at it, you'd be like, oh, it's a piece of shit. No, it's really not. This stereo had multiple fucking options on how to tune and do different bass selection options and all that other shit compared to the regular radio that I have in my truck right now. That is a Sony. Had more, probably even more options than the one that's in, than the Kenworth that's in my dad's Mustang. However, I do want to put this same fucking radio in my truck because this radio is awesome. Or at least a Kenworth radio in my truck because these motherfuckers are awesome. Kenworth is probably, in my opinion, is probably one of the best, and I mean the best, stereo systems that you could possibly buy. And this Mercedes had so much fucking bass to it, man, I'm telling you, it put most of you motherfuckers to shame. For a stock car, anyway. But it was a diesel Mercedes, and it is pretty fucking badass. It was pretty badass. It didn't really roll coal that much, and it didn't really, you know, do any of that fun fucking shit. But it's still pretty fucking badass to drive something like that. New experience to me. And that car, I'm telling you, I can see why everybody wants a fucking Mercedes, because that car was literally the shit. I mean, it drove fucking exceptionally well. My aunt called it a piece of shit, but that car was not a piece of shit, man. It was fucking awesome. Even for it being as old as it is, and how many low miles were on it. I think it only had like 137,000 miles on it. It was pretty fucking awesome. But I'm just saying, guys, I'm not here to bitch about this shit, but it is very aggravating, and it does get very stressful at times. And, you know, just shit like that. But if you ever have to deal with any of this shit, do not, I'm telling you, just leave it the fuck alone. But, I'm getting off here. I've got to go inside and go to fucking bed because I'm tired, and I need to call O'Reilly's tomorrow morning and figure out what's going on. So, peace off.